Doctors, the next procedure we're going to look at is what's called instrument-assisted manipulation. In the United States, I think we know it by the term Graston. There are, at this time, numerous knockoff tools. Of course, the Graston instruments are quite expensive. Several years ago, I wanted to add instrument-assisted manipulation to my practice, but I was a little dissuaded at the cost of the stainless steel instruments. So it finally hit me that perhaps maybe the Chinese developed this technique 2,000 years prior. They in fact did. And their tools are called guasha, G-U-A-S-H-A. They're made from buffalo horn, very inexpensive, anywhere from $2 to $6 per instrument. Climbing the ladder, there's jade, beyond stone, and then eventually you get up to stainless steel, or in this case, what these are titanium examples of some of the traditional guasha tools. I got 2 of my 3 today. My favorite one, for some reason, didn't arrive. The question arises, we had one of our doctors call us today. He says, I'm interested, but what's it for? What are you doing with this instrument? Well, we're going to have a subset of patients that are going to have some scar tissue in the myofascial structures. And no matter how much adjusting you do or how much ischemic compression or stretching you do, you're not going to be able to affect that tissue. And that's the value of instrument-assisted manipulation. I'm just going to drop this down just a little bit, Betty Jo. And then can you scoot your body down about 4 inches?
Down towards you?
Down towards your feet. Okay. The instrument is used to break up the scar tissue. And now what you do is you start off, apply a lubricant, and then you scan the area. So we're just scanning the area, and what we're looking for is a sensation of kind of a bumpy, gristly kind of tissue. When you identify that tissue, then you can pick your tool of choice. In this particular case, this one works quite well for the cervical spine, or we could use this one as well. And again, the lubricant is applied, and then you start breaking down that scar tissue. And what you're going to notice is after about 3 to 5 minutes, you're going to have a nice petechiae response where you've actually broken the scar tissue and there's been some bleeding, which leads me to the next point. Before you do this on your patients, sit down and explain to them the purpose of it and what's going to happen after the visit. They should know. And if they're accepting, then you can go ahead and move forward. I've had many doctors say, well, what does the procedure look like from start to finish? Well, the patient comes in, again, you scan the area, then you pick your tool of choice. Let's say if you're doing a digit, you may want to use something like this. This is quite good for tendons that have become scarred up and entrapped. If you're doing a larger muscle, you may want to have one with a slight arc. Patient comes in, scan the area, apply the lubricant, scan the area, pick your tool. The total treatment only takes 3 to 5 minutes. At the conclusion of the treatment, want to put some ice on the patient for anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Give the patient home ice instructions every 2 hours for the rest of the day. Also, the patient should be instructed in some range of motion exercises that they should perform every couple hours. Preferably do the ice, or do the range of motion, do the ice. Of course, what we've done is we've broken down scar tissue, but we have kind of an inflamed area, so we don't want the patient to re-scar. Along with the ice and exercise, have the patient participate in some type of anti-inflammatory therapy. You can use over-the-counter depending upon your state. I prefer to use herbals such as cat's claw, devil's claw, boswellia, or even omegas in the 3 to 5 gram per day dose, usually 3 doses of about 1,000 grams each. How many treatments does it take? Not many. Betty Jo had an issue in her ankle that dogged her chronically for several years. Finally, one day I said, grab the guasha tools, we're going to fix it, 1 treatment, and it's not come back in years. Typically, 3 to 5 treatments. How often? Not 3 times a week. Give the patient time to be refractory. They need to heal up and get ready for the next treatment. Typically, approximately 2 sessions per week, separated by 4 days or so. Total treatment frequency, duration, you may accomplish your goals within 2 or 3 weeks, anywhere from 4 to 6 treatments. And that's pretty much it.